We are rolling.
Welcome back to Confidence Coaches. I'm Keisha Gutierrez, a principal.
I'm Krista Press, the teacher.
And we are here with some amazing young ladies today. We like to call them the Fab Five.
We do.
Yes.
We learned that they have a chat, a group chat. That's what it's titled, Fab Five.
So these ladies are here today because Miss Press and I, we see a lot, even as adults, we see a lot of ladies not really lifting each other up, really tearing each other down. And these ladies, we have noticed, they really attempt to lift each other up.
Yep. If you go back several episodes, we talk about how that comparison is the thief of joy.
Yep.
And these ladies, instead of comparing themselves to one another, they work together to build each other up, support each other, and just to be better people all around.
Right. So no one's perfect, but these ladies are off to a really great start. So we are excited to interview these sixth graders, and we look forward to our discussion.
All right, ladies, tell us your first name.
Okay. Hi, I'm Addie, and I'm a sixth grader.
I'm McKenna.
I'm Jillian, and I'm a sixth grader.
I'm Izzy, and I'm a sixth grader.
I'm Tuesday, and I'm a sixth grader.
I'm also a sixth grader.
Yeah, we're all sixth graders.
Yep, you got it. All right, ladies, you recently completed a passion project. Can you tell us, what is a passion project?
How about we start with Jillian?
So a passion project is what we're passionate about, what we like to do, what we like to talk about, what interests us in our life.
Okay.
Addie, what do you want to add on to that? I saw you giving the agree sign.
Well, yeah, she explained it very nicely. The passion project is kind of, well, whatever your passion is. Like, if I like art, but it's not like what I want to be when I grow up. I just enjoy it like as a hobby. Some people have like Izzy loves soccer, and then most of us do softball except Izzy, she does soccer. But passion project is kind of what you want to like show everyone.
It's what you're most proud of.
Yeah.
Or, like what
Great
you want to do.
accomplishments.
Okay. So Tuesday, you girls got together and you did a passion project together as the Fab Five.
Yes.
Okay, Tuesday, tell us what your project was.
Okay, so our passion project was friendship. We have shirts that we were matching, and so we all had character traits. I was empathy,
I was trust,
I'm support,
I'm humor.
and I'm loyalty.
and that basically relates to us because those are our traits that we bring to the friendship and what we're most proud of. And we all really value our friendship together, and we love each other very much.
Okay, awesome. Izzy, what was yours again?
Mine was trust.
Trust. Okay, how do you represent that trait in your friendship?
Well, I represent trust because since we trust each other so much, we talk about the things that we just want to keep to ourselves. I'm more of the person where, everyone here you can trust, but I feel like I have a lot of trust in me, so I can trust them like a lot, and they can trust me a lot. So, yeah.
All right. And McKenna, what was yours?
Mine was humor.
Humor. So talk to us about how you bring humor to the group.
So I feel like I'm like really, really
She's like the queen of humor.
crazy and funny. And so I love to see other people laugh. And so like even being that humor is really fun. And so I really like embracing that.
Are you able to laugh at yourself in embarrassing or uncomfortable times?
We all laugh together.
Many moments.
Yeah.
Like if we have something and we just come back and I'll look at them and I'll be like,
We have lots of funny moments at recess. I love hanging out with them. It's like the best thing in the world.
It is.
Like,
highlight of our day.
Jillian, talk to us about your trait.
So I'm support, and I think support is really great in a friendship because to have support, I need to lift me up and to help me go through every day. You need support by people who you love and who you trust. So like going with support is also trusting the people and going out of their way, helping them out and keeping them on track and making sure that they have someone next to their side to help them.
All right. And then Addie, you want to share yours?
Mine is loyalty, and trust and loyalty are like cousins. Loyalty is where you can trust someone, and they will always like be with you and never leave you. Like as I said in my side, they won't leave you in tragedy, and they're with you in the good or bad times.
And then Tuesday, talk to us about empathy.
Okay, so empathy is very important, and it's kind of related to support. So we all had partnerships, and I was with support, and trust and loyalty were together. And empathy is like kind of being there for your friends, and instead of just saying, at least you still have this, you can put yourself in their shoes and really understand what they're going through and help them out.
And we do that a lot also, because we all we keep our secrets or our feelings and stuff to ourselves, and we always ask each other if it wants to be shared or just out there, because we never know what's gonna happen, and we've made that mistakes many times. So yeah.
Their mistakes or make us who we are. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I love that. So I'm glad that you brought up mistakes, because you guys have a great friendship, but is it always perfect?
No.
No. So can you talk about like mistakes or
So
things that, what have you learned as friends?
So we learned like so much about our mistakes, because like I think we've all here made a mistake that we have not meant to share or something, and so we had to know, we all kind of just group up and talk about it, and even the person that you're kind of having something like firing up between, you really try to like keep it in, and you really try to keep it in. And so we all just talk about that, and then so we all try to like forgive each other, and then so we move on with our friendship, and we try to forget about it, and we move on and know to not make that mistake again.
And we all know each other really well, because we grew up with each other. Like Jillian and I's moms are teachers. Tuesday's aunt was a teacher, so my mom has taught Izzy and all of Tuesday and all my friends' siblings and stuff. So we've grown up with each other, and that makes us know the characteristics and how they feel about certain stuff. And so one big thing that I think is a part of our friendship is our fears that we can grow up with and help out as we grow up. My fear is losing these friends, losing these as we grow older, because I know a lot of ladies have lost their friends, or because it goes up and down all the time. So
You can go.
Okay, and also like my fear, I think they might know this, but sometimes like the school and the world and just everything, or maybe something at home or someone or something, it just can be really, really dark. And so my fear is kind of darkness and things that happen, and I just really feel like that these people right here are like the flashlight that just in the dark. So
I think we've all learned as a group that we need to communicate with each other.
Yes.
When if you don't
Big
communicate with them, they don't know.
Yeah.
They're not. We're all not mind readers. We don't know what the other person is thinking. You have to communicate with them, and so I feel like we've all kind of gotten that down. And now that we know that, I feel like the friendship just keeps growing a little bit more, because we're learning these little simple or big rules as friends that make us combine a little bit more.
Wow, you ladies are so wise. Something keeps coming into my head that I think you all have dealt with, but I know that a lot of girls and kids actually deal with. So we have, you're not all in the same classes.
No.
And you have some classes together and some not together.
Yeah.
We wonder, how do you deal with that? Because I know sometimes we feel left out, even though you were assigned a class and you're not with your friend, but other friends are. How do you ladies get through that?
So, one quick thing before Addie's the newest member of this
Yes,
group.
I am.
So before Addie joined the group, I would have to say I was a bit jealous, because Addie was really popular, and she was a really good friend, and I knew that Tuesday and Addie were really, really good friends before, and I wanted to be a part of that. And I didn't know Addie as well as I used to. And so one time I found out that some girls at the school, including Addie, had a group chat that I wasn't in. And so I felt a bit jealous, but it was about this one small thing. And so I told myself, I actually talked to Jillian about it. I told Jillian about it, and we were talking, and we just decided to let it go, because I have all of them now, instead of other people that I maybe don't want to be friends with as much.
Oh, thanks for being vulnerable.
Yeah,
that's
that vulnerability was really good.
I regret a lot, some of the stuff from last year. In my opinion, I thought I've changed a little bit ever since I've been hanging out with them, which in a positive way. And yeah, I always thought McKenna, everyone loved McKenna, and I always thought I was the one, like, the black sheep. Because McKenna is like very sporty, and everyone in the group is very sporty, and I'm more like the girly type.
Yeah.
And everyone loved her. Her parents were like, your mom was a teacher and your dad was in the Hops, and I always thought, oh, I'm not good enough for them. But I regret some of the choices I've made as like not including you, and I judged you, and I'm just gonna say that openly. I judged her before, and now actually you can't judge a book by their cover, as they say.
Yeah.
McKenna is an amazing, smart, beautiful, amazing friend. She like makes me laugh all the time. I love her funny voices, and everyone here is just makes my day all the time.
Well, that's typical.
Yeah.
Like that happens.
All
That's
the
so
time.
common.
And we used to be friends, like when we were in kindergarten. Like we have this vivid memory of us meeting on the monkey bars.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
Vivid memory.
Okay, we're gonna save the
gonna
memories
save
for
that.
another time.
Yeah.
Did you have a question, Mrs. G?
Well, I was just thinking about how I think you have a great perspective because you haven't been as tight with the group before.
yeah.
And I think one thing when I'm thinking about the people who who lift me up, I really like it that you guys pay attention to how you feel in this group because you want to surround yourself with people who make you feel good.
Yes.
And it's not that they don't call you on things that they need to, right? It's not like if you're having a hard time or you slip up and you make a mistake, you're gonna call each other on it, right? But you're gonna do it in an empathetic, loving, loyal way,
Yeah.
and you're gonna still feel good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's so powerful, and to be 11 and to have found those friendships is a beautiful thing.
For sure, yeah.
So I'm just gonna quickly say this. I had my birthday, and I had a rough week because of, I'm gonna say, personal things. And I remember walking into my classroom, and it almost made me cry because of how my day was rough.
Yep.
My whole desk was decorated with streamers and candy and everything, and like cards. And I was just like, I love these people. They're amazing, and I want to have them in my life until I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Tuesday, is there anything you want to share? I see your girl Jillian trying to get you to share some of your wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's very
so
wise.
back to your guys' question about like, is it hard not being in the same classes? So I think like it is kind of hard sometimes, but we always try and make time for each other, and we always try and hang out like during recess. We have our time, but in middle school there's not going to be recess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we can always like text each other or FaceTime or like go to each other's house.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is kind of hard when like all your friends are in the same class and then like you're in a different class.
So last year I was in Miss Press's class, but when it was the ice cream social, I came to school and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like so nervous to figure out like who's in my class, and I was also nervous to be in the academy too because I'm just a new 5th grader. And so I found out that Jillian and Izzy were in Mr. B's class along with a bunch of other friends. And Addie as well, and Addie. And then I found out Tuesday was in Miss Lawson's class, and I was like really jealous. Like I remember talking to my mom, I was like, oh my gosh, they're so lucky. I have like no one in my class. And then when we started like math and content, Jillian and Tuesday had math together in Miss Danley's class. And so I was also jealous about that, but then I figured out like all the bright stuff that were about like about my teacher, Mr. B and Miss Press, about like all of their awesome characteristics, and it actually turned out to be a really good year.
Yeah, so it works out. It might feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable, but
Yes.
it works out.
Yes.
Also like about classes too. Like this year, like in my math class, and like I have Julian and McKenna in my content class, which I'm really happy about. But in math class, whenever I walked in, I thought I had no friends that were in my class, because really these are my people right here that I really like am so happy about. And so in my math class, I never really had any people, and so I realized that I had to find myself some good people, and so I found myself some new friends, but I mean, I still really like them, but I know, even if they're not there, I know that they're still there by my side.
Mhm. And it's okay to like and hang out with other people
Yeah.
when this is not happening,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I had Izzy and Jillian in my class, but I wasn't really that friends with them
Yeah.
that much. I was kind of just like, oh hi, we would wait to them in the halls. And then McKenna, we weren't really friends at that time, and I majorly regret that because she's an amazing person, as I said before.
Oh yeah. I have nothing to say. Addie just covered everything.
So in math class, I was very unsure. Well, Jillian and I are in the same class, and then getting to know McKenna through the second day, I was like, oh, she's changed a lot, and she's an amazing person. I don't know why I didn't realize this earlier.
Yeah.
And she empowers us all, and she always hypes us up and brings the bright to us when we're gloomy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, girls, thank you for sharing your wisdom with us today. I think we could walk away knowing that you may not be best friends from the time you were born, but it is okay to become friends later,
Yes.
that there are ups and downs,
Yes.
and that working together and communicating, Jillian, I think that was an awesome piece.
And I will say one last thing before we
Sure, go
I know
girl.
I've been talking a lot, you guys, and I don't know if you guys are getting annoyed, but cherish your friendship like with all your love, because it could get taken away from you like in a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
Just one thing, like one not smart thing, you can lose everyone that's closest to you.
And don't be
Yeah.
like really like greedy or like overly jealous about something, because that might be something that they love and maybe you don't love as much, and you can't take that away from them, because since you love them, you can't, if you take away that happiness, that it just takes one piece away from your friendship.
We always will support them.
Oh. All right, ladies. Well,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
ladies.
much. We can't wait to see what great things you do in your lives as you
Going places.
You are.